Hey, Candace here. Welcome to lesson number 4 in part 2 of module 5. This lesson is called the values window. So we're going to complete an exercise called the values window, and you can download the handout, the instructions for this exercise right below this video. So you may want to pause to do that right now, print it out so you'll have it to follow along with. In the values window, there are 4 frames corresponding to the major life domains of love, work, play, and health. In each frame, you will clarify your values and then your goals. So short-term goals are things you'd like to achieve in the next few days and weeks. Medium-term goals are things you'd like to achieve in the next few weeks and months. And long-term goals are things you'd like to achieve over months and years. Now you want to make sure that your goals are specific rather than vague and fuzzy. So for example, compare this goal. On Thursday night, I will sit at my computer from 8 to 11 p.m. and draw up the first draft of a business plan. Versus, I'll think some more about my business ideas. Right? I think it's obvious which one is more specific. We are far more likely to achieve a specific, well-defined goal than a vague and fuzzy one. So using your values as a guide, set some specific and meaningful goals. And as you do this exercise, please notice what your mind has to say and the feelings that arise in your body. Okay, so pause the video at this point, complete the exercise, then come back and continue playing the video. Alright, so you should have the values window exercise completed at this point. What I'd like you to do now is pause again for 10 seconds. You may wish to close your eyes. And all I want you to do is notice what your mind is saying. Notice what your mind is saying at this point. Okay, is your mind jumping for joy? Or is it telling you it's all too hard? If your mind is anything like mine, it's probably doing the latter, and that's okay. When we start setting goals, our minds can easily get overwhelmed. So if that is what your mind is doing, please thank it and continue on. If you want to carve a sculpture from a block of marble, you can't chip away at every part of the block simultaneously, right? You have to choose somewhere to start. You chip away at that area for a while, and then once you've made some progress, you move on to another part. The same holds true for shaping our lives. If we try working away at every part of them simultaneously, we'll get overwhelmed and we'll either give up or make a mess of it. So I invite you now to read through what you've written on the values window and select just one domain of your life. Okay? Love or work or play or health. Just one domain. And then select no more than 2 or 3 short-term goals. Once you've made some progress with these goals, then you can choose some others to work on, either from the same life domain or from a different one. So you may want to work on some more short-term goals, the medium-term goals within that same life domain, or you may want to move on to another domain and start working on some short-term goals there. But first, make some progress with these 2 or 3 short-term goals from this one domain. And you can keep on doing this type of process for the rest of your life. Naturally, at times you'll focus more on one domain than on others, but hopefully over time you're gonna, take care of them all. So to help you with this, let's look at an example that Sam completed. So you remember Sam from the very first module? Sam chose the domain of love, and Sam's values included to be warm, open, genuine, supportive, and authentic in her social interactions, to be more courageous and to act on what's in her heart rather than being ruled by her fear. Sam's short-term goals were on Monday morning to ask 2 coworkers that she hardly ever talks to about what they did on the weekend, and then to tell them what she did. See how specific she was? Monday morning, 2 coworkers, tell them about what she did on the weekend. Okay, her medium-term goals included joining a book club, contributing more in conversations and revealing more of her own opinions and ideas, practicing asking open-ended questions, and practicing telling anecdotes. Again, very specific. And then her long-term goals included to build an active social life, going out at least once a week, and to make at least 2 to 3 new friends within the next year. Okay, very specific, using numbers. You know exactly what she wants. So look at your own sheet now. If you've written a lot more than Sam did in her example, that's not a problem. However, if you've written a lot less, that probably indicates you need to invest a bit more time and effort. Once you've completed the exercise, contemplate on your goals and notice the thoughts and feelings that show up. Do you feel any sense of fear, anxiety, trepidation, or nervousness? If so, good. That most likely means you're heading in the right direction. Now, in the final lesson of this module, we're going to cover and address the most common issues that come up when clarifying your values. So it's going to be all about troubleshooting values. I'll see you there.